Hello, and welcome to the prayerful discernment process that will lead to the election and ordination of our Bishop Suffragan. In Matthew's Gospel, when Mary Magdalene and the other Mary arrive at Jesus' tomb early in the morning, they find it empty. Strangely, there's no body. Confused, shaken, thinking the body has been stolen by political enemies or ravaged by wild beasts, they encounter an angel who says this to them: "He is not here, for he has been raised as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go and quickly tell his disciples he has been raised from the dead. And indeed, he is going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him." At the last two annual conventions of our diocese, in my pastoral address, I've used the image of New Testament Galilee as a way of describing the missionary context that we are living in now. Last year, the Diocesan Council, after the convention, composed a helpful summary statement of what this Galilean context is and the ministry of the Church in such a time as this. It began with these words: Galilee, 2,000 years ago, looked a lot like the world today. Unpredictable, polarized, rapidly changing, unstable, and religiously pluralistic. Jesus chose to go there first when he rose from the dead. He called his disciples to follow him there. He calls us to meet him there in mission and in ministry today. The Church in Galilee ministers to people who have never heard of Jesus, communicates using current and ever-changing technology, goes out to the soccer fields, the campuses, the cafes, the ghettos, the barrios, the streets, to take the gospel to where the people are. It is not bound by bricks and mortars, and it engages and welcomes the diversity of the culture around it. The Church in Galilee must be, by definition, a profoundly missionary church, a church that is going out. And that is precisely where the Bishop Suffragan becomes important. I believe that the next stage of our missionary development is to move forward together, to live, to share, and to witness to the gospel of Jesus Christ in the missionary context of Galilee. I believe further that we need to be a community of people who reflect the radical welcome and hospitality of Jesus of Nazareth in our churches and in the world. And I believe that we have to move beyond the doors of the church to reflect that way of the gospel in the world. And that way of the gospel matters. It is my hope that we will elect and ordain a Bishop Suffragan to become a partner with us, to provide episcopal leadership with us, moving forward together beyond the doors of the church into the world, sharing and witnessing to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I see the Bishop Suffragan being the hub, the connecting person, the personal portal, if you will, for congregations, clergy, and the entire diocese moving beyond the doors of the church into the world. We must find ways to reach people who are not being reached with the good news of God in Christ, that are authentic and genuine to us in the Episcopal tradition, and in ways that are not dependent upon brick and mortar, and that use the resources that we already have, the time, talent, and treasure that has already been entrusted to us. We need the Bishop Suffragan to help us coordinate this effort, to help us inspire this effort, and to help us put feet on it. I see the Bishop Suffragan further working with me and the canons, and working with our clergy and congregations. In addition to coordinating and overseeing our efforts to become a church in Galilee, the Bishop Suffragan will be given oversight of the ministry of deacons in the diocese. That includes oversight of the ordination and formation process, oversight and working with the diaconal community in attempting to expand the ministry in our diocese. The work of deacons is to feed the hungry and to help to end hunger, and to help us as the church feed the hungry, clothe the naked, visit the prisoners, and to help to change this world into something more akin to God's dream and less like our nightmare. By overseeing and working with the deacon community and working to expand that ministry, Bishop Suffragan, again, takes a key role in developing our ministry in Galilee. Further, the Bishop Suffragan will be working with the departments of council that are specifically involved in ministries in Galilee. congregational support and development, youth and young adults, which includes ministry to higher education and outreach. I see the Bishop Suffragan working together with me and the canons, working as a team to help us go forward as a diocese. We're looking for a Bishop Suffragan who will join us as a member of that team and join us as a partner with all of us in the Diocese of North Carolina as we seek to go forth into the world that John 3:16 says, God so loved that he sent his only begotten Son. God love you. God bless you. Thank you for this work, and keep the faith.